It tasted so much worse. Hi besties. Today we are doing a Q&A, like an updated one, because I have a lot more people on here from TikTok now, and instead of doing a mukbang on here, doing the Q&A, because I feel like eating and answering questions would be kind of challenging. I've done it before and it's not really the vibe. So instead, I got 2 drinks to try for you guys I've never had before. This is from Starbucks. It's the dragon drink. I think it's just like the dragon fruit mango refresher. I never look at the camera, I always look at myself. With coconut milk, I think, and I don't really like coconut, so why I chose these, honestly, they went with my clothes. So this looks really dark and wrong. This is the coconut refresher pomegranate purple. That doesn't even sound like a real flavor, but we're gonna try those. And because I was going for like their summer menu, well, here's my fork. They have a berry donut, so we're gonna try it. Looks kind of scary. I got my dad a jelly donut, but okay, what should I try first? I feel like I kind of want to try the pink drink. And did I organize these questions at all? No, I just screenshotted them. I asked you guys questions on my Instagram. Okay, there's tons of questions. Let's try this drink first. And now there's berry donut powder on this. So this is the venti dragon drink. I don't know if I'm supposed to shake it because it kind of has a gorgeous ombre thing happening here. I hate the labels on them. It just like ruins the aesthetic. Psycho. Not what I expected it to taste like at all. I don't know what I was expecting. It's actually good. It just tastes like the dragon fruit refresher with milk. It kind of reminds me how my shampoo smells. Okay, with that, the first question I got is, what was your college degree? So yes, I did go to college. I went to Iona College in Westchester. It's in New Rochelle. Let me kick off my Crocs. Crocs, sponsor me. I love your stuff. So I did go to college, and my degree is communications degree with a concentration in public relations. So that's the degree. Next question, what's your passion? I should have prepared answers for these. I'd say food. I really would. I love food. I'm very passionate about it. I love to cook. I don't always showcase that so well on my social media because sometimes for me, filming myself cooking is very stressful because like showing the right ingredients, that's my straw in my hand. It's just kind of stressful. Sometimes having to explain each like step takes away the fun of cooking for me, but I do love to cook. I would say that's my passion. My nationality, I haven't done the 23andMe thing, but my parents have. So I'm Irish, German, Scottish, Norwegian, and I was told Spanish my whole life, like Spain. But my dad did his and it came back he's Portuguese, not Spanish. So maybe I'm part Portuguese, not Spanish. Who knows? My fave fast food place for coffee on my order. I'm assuming by fast food you mean like a drive-through coffee, right? Am I on your wavelength? I would say for Starbucks, it is a cold brew with almond milk and maybe some sugar-free vanilla syrup. And for Dunkin Donuts, it would be a cold brew, large, with almond milk and sugar-free blueberry shots. So simple. My dream job, besides being an influencer, probably what Andy Cohen does for a living. He's a king. So if he's ever retiring, Andy, hit me up. Where would you want to live if you left Long Island? I actually got that question a lot about like, would I leave New York, Long Island, etc. I feel like maybe I would. And if I did, I feel like the only way I would leave is if either I was with someone who had to like leave for work or something. I just don't see myself leaving unless, I don't know, like I would need a reason to. I wouldn't just up and move to move. It's just not like me. I'm a creature of habit and I don't like change. So, and if it looks like I'm hunched over, I am. Just the way the camera was set up and how I'm sitting, this is the best it's gonna get. Should we try the purple thing? I'm afraid of this. I've read it's disgusting. I mean, Dunkin sponsored me, but I've heard this drink is trash. And I wore a ring for each. That wasn't planned, but Gorgina. Delicious. Ew, okay. I don't have words to describe this yet. Hold on. It tastes like crushed up candy in coconut milk. So if that's your thing, head to Dunkin ASAP. What made you get into TikTok? Well, I was doing videos on YouTube and I felt like it was a lot of work for nobody seeing them, if I'm being honest. It's a lot of editing and it's work. So I was like, TikTok seems more fun. And even if nothing comes from it, like I'm gonna have a good time and you can just record yourself really quick and upload it and then people can see it. So I just started doing it like for fun and to see like if I should do that more instead of YouTube, and clearly I should have, so it worked out. And I love TikTok. I scroll TikTok all the time. This drink is actually really good, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's delicious. Do you ever wish you would have gone a different path in life? Sometimes I do. No, I don't think so. I think everything happens for a reason. I really do believe that. And no, I think everything I've done has led me to right here in this moment with you all. So no, I don't. I'm sure it's always easy to think about like the what ifs and stuff, but don't. It's just gonna drive you crazy. But if you want to make a change in your life, make a change in your life. Fully support that. Workout routine and diet. I hate working out. I really do. So my workout is either just walking on the treadmill uphill for a long time, or I love walking like outdoors. Like I like to walk in nature, like through parks and stuff. Yeah, I'll just go like on an hour to an hour and a half walk with like incline and scenic route. I just prefer to walk. So, and then I try to do like ab workouts, but I'm not so consistent with those. And my diet. I'm not really on a diet right now. I did Weight Watchers, or WW, they rebranded too, for like a long time, and I lost a lot of weight on it. But I'm not really like on a diet right now. I'm just kind of feeling it out, eating intuitively, I guess. I don't know. That's what I do. How old are you? I'm 26 and thriving. My dog's barking. Girl. He's a boy, I shouldn't have said that. My favorite place to shop. Honestly, I love Zara, like every other basic bitch out there. H&M sometimes. I love Target. This is Target. Oh god, I shouldn't have exposed myself. I love Target. They have good stuff. H&M sometimes, if I didn't just say that. And I love Misguided online shopping. I don't know what it is. I just love their stuff. And someone left me a comment on TikTok, was like, girl, I tried Misguided, like it sucks. And I was like, well, fits my body. I can only speak from my experience. So I feel like those are my like top stores I always shop at. And then there's like boutiques on Long Island. And I'm sure they're in other states too, like Ruby and Jenna, Mystique. I like stuff like that. If you could go back and tell your younger self something, what would it be? Stop stressing out over every little thing. Even though that's hard, but I love this drink. Actually, it's really good. Yeah, I would just say don't sweat the small stuff, and everything feels like a big deal in the moment, but in the grand scheme of life, like it's not. And I was very much into like planning out my life. like, I'm gonna be married at this time, I'm gonna have babies at this time, I'm gonna have this job. Like, I got a very corporate sales job right out of college, and I was like, I'm gonna stay there for the rest of my life, and like, I'm gonna, like, look at me right now. I quit that job after 7 months. I'm single as a Pringle and clearly have no babies. So, but everything's fine and I'm really happy. So I would just say, like, don't try to like plan out my life so much because it's not gonna go how I think it is. So yeah, that's what I would tell my younger self. Next question. Are you dating? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Yes, I am dating and it is tough. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I go live on TikTok a lot and I feel like to give my dating life updates, and it is brutal out there. I meet people in person, through dating apps, through friends, and you know, any which way you slice it, dating is hard. I haven't looked at the camera at all. Whoops. You know, I just feel like I'm young. Never at any point do I say to myself, like, you're getting too old, like, just settle with someone. I would rather be alone for the rest of my life than settle with someone. Just me personally, you know, I will never do that. But it's hard. It is hard out there. I just want to meet, like, I don't even know like what I'm looking for anymore. I just want someone that I have a good time with and I enjoy their company. Like, I don't dread hanging out with them. I'm not thinking the whole time, like, when can I go home? You know, like, someone I can just have a good time with and do things with. You know? That's what it's all about. Sometimes I feel like I get like an opportunity to go somewhere or do something and it's like, but who am I gonna bring? Like I want my person for that stuff. And that's hard to find. Favorite Trader Joe's must have? That's a good question. Right now they have those crispy jalapeno pieces. They're basically like jalapeno croutons in a way, or like fried onion things. So good, those. Honestly, they're frozen brown rice, but that's not exciting. I love their green goddess dressing. That's a go-to. Their dark chocolate peanut butter cups. Oh, those are amazing. And the dark chocolate covered caramels. Oh my God, those are so good. They're lethal. My favorite beach in New York. That's so cute. I'd say either Point Lookout or Long Beach. I feel like those are the ones I go to. How do you deal with anxiety? Whew. Shall we try the donut before I answer that? Honestly, it looks really like the most artificial thing I've ever put in my mouth. The powder was a choice. I'm getting no berry. This is a powdered sugar donut. There is no berry flavor to that. But that's fine. So it's good. It's very good. Okay. Should I give this guy another shot? No. It tasted so much worse. Right. How do I deal with anxiety? If I'm being totally honest, a lot of times I'll just like take time to myself. And when I get anxious, I'm just mostly like overwhelmed. And I'll just like take some time to myself, give myself a good 15 minutes and cry. I know that sounds bad, but for me, when I get anxious, I need like a release of some sort. And crying just helps me. So or I go for a long drive and listen to music. Those are probably my two things that really get me through it. I don't know if those are healthy, but that's just what I do. When I use the infamous Queen Bee lipstick, if you don't know, one of my favorite lipsticks ever of all time, I've been using it since college, is the Queen Bee Melted Matte Too Faced, is the brand, sorry. Queen Bee Melted Matte lipstick. It's iconic. And I use it with any pink lip liner. Or MAC Dervish will be good. I'm trying to think of other ones I have. I use NYX Cosmetics Mauve with it a lot too. So those are my go-to lip liners for it. Food I couldn't live without. Sushi. Just, there's nothing you could replace it with. Like, say I was like, I can't give up dumplings. Have a pierogi. You know, like have a wonton. Those things are replaceable. Nothing can replace sushi. Nothing. Almost just choked on an ice cube. Up, more serious questions. Have you ever been in a toxic relationship? Yes. Next question. How many siblings do you have? I have 2 brothers, one older and one younger. donut break. Nothing about this tastes like berry. This is a gimmick to go with their new drinks, I swear. This is just pink powdered sugar, but it's delicious. Messy though. What do you mean when you say you were a bitch in college? Love you, by the way. Love you too. And I don't know if I've used that word, but it's accurate, so. I don't know if I've talked about this before on YouTube. I feel like I might have, but you know, at every point of life, someone is their worst version of themselves. You know, everyone goes through it. Either you're miserable, depressed, overwhelmed, frustrated with your life, and you are just the absolute worst version of yourself. For me, unfortunately, that was college. I didn't know it then, but I was miserable. I think I was really immature, and I had no business living on my own, and with other people my age. I think the problem for me was I went in with the mindset of, you know, this is college, this is my time to just, you know, live my life, do whatever I want, like live it up, like as long as you get good grades, do whatever you want. And when I say that to people now, they say, what's wrong with that? Like, I'm sure a lot of kids go in with that. And it's like, yeah, sure, that's a fine mindset to have to a certain extent. Like, I was only out for myself. I can't relate to not one decision I made then. I treated my friends like pawns. I don't even know if that's the right word. Like, I'll give an example. I had a really good friend who we drove somewhere together that a lot of our friends were going or something. She got a flat tire, and instead of helping her with that, I literally caught a ride with someone else and left her. Because I wanted to get back and get ready to go out that night. Like shit like that. Like I was a shitty person. And there's no way you can like dice it. Like I just was so selfish and just only out for myself. And I was drunk all the time, which, you know, most college kids are, but it just was not a good look for me. I was really petty, I was really selfish, always drunk, and there is no worse combination for me. I had a boyfriend at one point who lived at home when I was in college, and he was making me miserable, so I just wasn't a nice person. I'm sure I was fun at times, but I don't know about nice. Can you hear my phone ringing in the background? Sorry. So that's what I mean when I say like I was not a nice person in college. And I'm sure anyone that went to school with me and is if you were even watching this, like, I'm really sorry. Truly. Because I didn't leave college with many friends, and that there is a reason for that. But the friends I do have, I love you so much. If you could change anything about your life, what would it be? I love you, bestie. I love you too. If I could change anything about my life, oh, that's really hard. I don't like to regret things or say like if I could change this, I would, because I feel like everything I've done put me here, and you know, all my mistakes and choices are my own, and that's why I am where I am, and you know, everyone has their own journey. But if I could change one thing, I don't know if I would change this like about my life, but it's more about myself and how it impacts my life. I would change the fact that throughout my life, I've never had patience. I'm always like rushing to the next thing. I don't like to wait for anything. I've been working on it the past couple of years. I've gotten much better, but I really have never had patience. And it is a huge character flaw, don't get me wrong. It might sound like it's not, but it is. And I think my patience, the little patience I do have, was not distributed well, if that makes sense. Like, I'll be patient with someone who's treating me like garbage for years, but I'll have zero patience with a friend who's helping me. Like stuff like that I wish I could change about myself that would have changed my life, I feel like. But that's more a personal problem, I guess. Not much like something in my life I could change. Well, I guess it is, I don't know. I feel like I'm not answering that correctly. What is my favorite holiday? Christmas. But Thanksgiving is a close second because I love to eat and cook. But Christmas, there's just something so magical about Christmas. And my mom's birthday is right before Christmas and mine is right after. Like, it's just such a happy time. So yeah, hands down, Christmas is my favorite. The house you're in, is that your childhood home? Did y'all move a lot? This is my childhood home. I've been here since I was 1 year old. So we moved in when I was 1. So yeah, I've been here forever. We've never moved. How tall are you? I'm 5'4". Dream vacation. I have one, like that's always on the brain, but I want to go to Greece for my honeymoon. So, and if I never get married, I'll take myself on a honeymoon. I don't care. I'm just saying my parents did that and like, I want to do that too. So that's like my dream vacation. What are your future plans? That is such a vague and scary question. My future plans, I'll keep it vague because that's a vague question. I will one day force myself to move out of my parents' house. I'm just very attached to them, but I will in the future. I don't know when, but I will be a big girl and force myself out of here. They're putting zero rush on me, which doesn't help, but that's the one thing I'm focusing on with my future. I of course also would love to, you know, have Beauty the Foodie completely take off and completely support me. So that's my other future plan. So help. Follow, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Oh, this one's like half not serious, half serious. What's your favorite color? How many kids do you want, if any? And what's your longest relationship? Okay, my favorite color is green. It used to be navy, it is now green. I have a green obsession as I drink my pastels and wear pastel. Green, 100%, my favorite color. Sorry, I'm looking through these. Everyone asks pretty much the same thing. I got a lot of how old are you? And people ask me that on TikTok a lot too. Some people think I look older than I am. Some people think I look a lot younger, so love that. Anyway, back to this question. My mind trails. How many kids do you want? I would say, I mean, I would literally feel blessed to have any amount of children. Even just having one would be incredible. But if I could have as many as I want, 3, I think I'd want 3. I would love to have twins, but like you can't literally control that, so. And my longest relationship, it was on and off for a really long time, but it was like maybe about 3 years, just like very on and off. So it doesn't even feel like a real relationship when I look back on it, but yeah. Okay, besties, that was all the questions. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for asking me the questions. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's at Beauty the Foodie. They're both the same. And in conclusion on these drinks, this venti dragon drink, a must, a literal must have. Incredible. This I wouldn't feed to my worst enemy. It tastes like crushed up Nerds candy mixed with coconut milk. Disgusting. 0 out of 10. And this is delicious. So it's just a powdered donut. But thank you guys so much for supporting me on here and on TikTok, on Instagram, everything. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video.